Awkward. We've all been in that uncomfortable situation where there was an awkward pause in the conversation. Maybe it was when a group was sitting around talking and someone mentioned a problem without realizing that the person who caused the problem was sitting in the group. Everyone else knows it and is hoping he'll get the hint by their silence and stop talking. When he finally gets the hint, or worse, has to be told, the silence can be very, very awkward. Or perhaps you've met with a group of people and realize everyone is just waiting for someone other than you to show up. That's exactly what happened with Samuel when he met with Jesse to select the new king of Israel. Remember how at first the people were nervous about Samuel's appearance. After all, he was the judge and prophet of Israel who just showed up in town without warning. The elders of the city came to meet him trembling and said, "Do you come peaceably?" And he said, "Peaceably. I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Consecrate yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice." 1 Samuel 16, verses 4 and 5. Then he pulled Jesse aside and told him the real reason for coming to Bethlehem. That's at the end of verse 5. Talk about putting someone on the spot. As if that wasn't awkward enough for Jesse, then imagine being told, "Not this one," on the very first one. And then bringing son after son after son before Samuel to keep hearing, "No, not this one," until finally hearing, "Is this all you have?" after rejecting all 7 men, 1 Samuel 16, verses 6 through 10. But it got even more awkward. Jesse admitted that there was another boy, but he was the youngest and just a kid. He was so insignificant in their mind that they didn't even bother to call him in for the meeting with Samuel. Instead, they had left him out in the field watching the sheep. When advised of his existence, Samuel extended the very awkward moment by refusing to continue until David was brought in. "Go get him, we will wait," 1 Samuel 16, verse 11. Can you imagine that scene? Samuel, Jesse, and his family, and the whole village just standing around waiting. The whole village was wondering what was going on. Samuel and Jesse were wondering if God's new king was about to arrive. Yes, awkward indeed. Think of it in these terms. Here in America, we're still waiting for an election decision. Some think it's already a done deal. Others aren't sure and just want to get it over because they can't stand the awkward feeling of uncertainty and indecision. Now, imagine those people in Bethlehem waiting for David to come in so the question can be settled. Or imagine the whole nation waiting a dozen or more years for the end of Saul's reign so David could take over. Sometimes waiting for God can be awkward. We don't know the future, but we should know the God who holds it in his hands. So just be patient. Well, I want to thank all of you for patiently waiting a few days for today's new Morning Minutes in the Bible. It's good to be back. Until tomorrow, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.